What'd you think? We just watched Hawkeye. Welcome back, everyone, to Girl Please. What?
We
What'd you
just
say?
finished watching the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye. Phoebe had already watched them before, and then so I was watching them for the first time. She was watching them with me. Kept telling me to shut up, even though she'd already watched them before. Honestly, I'm impressed with the first 2 episodes so far.
Yes.
I mean, I think it could be one of their better shows if they're careful and if they keep it going. If they keep the writing consistent, if they keep the momentum going, I think it could be one of their best ones.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I'm already obsessed with Kate Bishop, I'll be honest.
Amateur girl. Like, is this how they all were when they first started?
Yes.
Is hilarious.
I don't know. I already love their relationship. Like, it's awesome. Like,
That guy's just the reluctant parent. He just sees
like
a struggling superhero child or whatever, and he's just like, okay, come here. I'm going to have to give you a pep talk and take care of you and stitch up your wounds.
Yeah. And the whole catch and release thing, like, that was Nat's thing.
Natasha.
It gave me joy.
Natasha Romanova, we miss you.
Yes. And I'm just, that was that.
Gosh, just killing off Natasha's one of the stupidest things they've ever done. But anyway, we're going to move on past that.
Terrible. That was just sad.
Honestly,
anyway.
the relationship between Hawkeye, Clint Barton, when she called him Clint, that was odd. You don't call grown-ups by their first name.
Even she was like weirded out by that.
I'm not gonna do that again. Anyway.
Yeah.
But it's literally just Pietro and Wanda all over again, just like in the Ultron movie.
Yes.
He just was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to take care of you guys so much.
Oh my.
And now he sees Kate, and she's just like, oh gosh, it's another one. I'm gonna have to take care of you.
Yeah.
Make sure your stuff gets fixed and all that. Like, goodness.
I think that Jack did it, but at the same time, I'm like, they're almost making it too obvious. So I don't really know.
I think he's
because that's not what Marvel does. They don't make it super like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Honestly,
it could be, but
I don't think there's anything wrong with an obvious villain if you can write a good plot with it being an obvious villain. It's because then when you know who it is, it's just a matter of, okay, how do they convince everyone else that it's the villain? How do they fix the problem? They know who it is, but they can't do anything about it right now. So if you can do it right, then that can be fine. But also, I think he might be more like a mini boss, you know? Like if you're going through like a level in a video game, sometimes there's like a halfway boss, and then you get to the final boss. So it's like, I think that might be more him. Like he's involved in like a mini plot, like his own little thing. But then the girl we saw, whatever, at the end of the second episode, the gang leader or whatever, she might be a bigger person to deal with. Because honestly, for all the stupid henchmen, like she seems like she's more capable than the stupid henchmen. You know what I mean? Like those don't seem like the kind of people that she'd just stick around with. You know what I mean? Like she's probably got other people working for her too that are more competent than that. Like that's her like ground people, her little thugs to go off and beat people up or whatever.
Her thugs.
Literally, it's just like her dumb thugs to go beat people up, and then she's got like other plans going on in other places and in the background and stuff that they have no clue what's going on. So yeah, I think Jack is probably like the halfway boss, and he might be sort of maybe-ish involved, but he just seems like a rich dude who like has like inheritance things and like wants to get a bunch of money and stuff.
Yeah, it's like they have two different villains. There's like two different branches of villains. We don't know what Jack still is. We don't know why he's weird like he is, but it's kind of, I don't know.
He is so weird with her too.
He's strange.
Which part of it's probably just like his cover of like, oh, I'm using her mom to get to the money or whatever. And so I'm like playing up this like sort of dumb but lovable guy to the mom. And then Kay's just like, nah, I don't like you at all.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with the third episode. I'm excited about the third episode. Yeah. I don't really know.
Which, I mean, I do like it that they're giving Hawkeye his time and that it's a very grounded thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they went to the CVS or whatever to get Neosporin and alcohol and
Yes.
Band-Aids. So it's like, this is what it's like being a human hero and not someone with super duper powers, okay? Like, this is what us average people have to do.
And I want... Where was the dog? Come to think of it.
Was it still at her aunt's apartment? It might have been. They probably left it there.
Was it?
Because Kate can't go back to her apartment. Right. Her apartment's all burnt out, so the dog's just at the
I was like,
apartment.
where's the dog? I forgot about that. Okay, but yeah. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought.
Anyway, Rogers the Musical. The way they kept showing ads for that, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney tries to pull it out and just do like a limited time run or something on like an off-Broadway version.
The guy that played
of an actual musical, I would not be surprised if Disney pulled that off.
The guy that played Ant-Man, I feel like I've seen him on something.
I have no idea.
No. He looks like the new Blue's Clues guy. I'm not kidding.
I forget his name.
That's who it is. Josh, is that his name? Josh?
I don't remember if it's Josh or
Wait.
not.
If I knew that, if it's Josh, I'm gonna be like sad because
oh my gosh.
I'm just sad.
Oh, let me see
I'm gonna look it up. I'm
Clues.
literally looking it up right now.
Guy. Please, guy.
Oh wait, I'll look up.
No, just tell me Steve. Pull up Steve. Joshua De La Cruz.
I'm gonna look up this
what
right
else
here.
Is he in?
I'm gonna look up both. I'm gonna look up the.
Oh, he's been on Broadway. He played Aladdin as a replacement or something on Broadway one time.
Oh, really?
Oh, I come at him.
I'm looking up the.
What has he been on?
Rogers
IMDb.
musical characters. I'm really curious because I feel like it looks like him. And I'm a little weirded out about it because I'm pretty certain it is. Dang. I can't find a thing that says that. Maybe I could just find the list of characters because I don't know. I feel pretty certain about it.
I'm just saying, with the way they kept throwing that Rogers the Musical ad on every single screen and billboard they possibly could.
I know.
It feels like they're trying to get it into your head. Like, get ready, guys. There's going to be an actual Rogers the Musical.
I hope there's not. I really don't.
I think it could
He's not even in that picture.
I think it could be.
Well,
it could be like that.
I don't know. I can't find it.
They might do like an off-Broadway limited time run.
That's not even on there. Okay.
So
I don't know. If there's anyone out there that actually could figure this out.
Oh, I'm sure someone has already.
See, it kind of looks like him. But it never gives him a big enough picture because he's Ant-Man, so.
He's not important in this show.
What the heck? Is he pulling up? Okay.
Anyway,
I feel like it was.
Could have been.
The Ant-Man guy played. Oh my word. But yeah. I'm just obsessed. I love how we just went on a rant and then just completely stopped talking.
We said our immediate thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really watched any of the other Marvel shows. I've seen reactions to, I think, most, if not all, of the WandaVision episodes. Mm-hmm. And that's about it. I know that there was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. I know that there was the Loki show. And from what I've heard, it's almost more... WandaVision was generally well received. It was pretty well received for the most part.
Yeah, I watched WandaVision. That was actually really good. It was good. It was really different. And you were kind of confused the first 3 or 4 episodes. But after that, it was really good. Mm-hmm. And I watched I don't know, like 1.5 episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'll be honest, I got bored, so I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is one of those shows where it's sort of like a 50-50. Either you love it or you don't. And it's not that, so I can't really comment much on it because I haven't watched like any of it. But I guess it's one of those ones where you don't exactly hate it. It's just not really your taste, and something about it maybe just put some people off. The Loki show, again, I think it's another one of those things where you love it or you hate it, because I've heard a lot of people really, really like it, and then a lot of people say it's really, really dumb and doesn't really fit the character. So...
Yeah, well, what really made me stop watching Falcon and Winter Soldier was the weird new Captain America they put in this, like, second
I
episode.
saw one picture of that dude, and I was like, this dude looks like an idiot.
Which I don't think he lasts long, and they switch it over to Falcon or whatever. I guess they were trying to build you up. They're like, it could be worse. Because I'm not for Falcon being Captain America. That's just not it for me. But, yeah. And so they're bringing it to the lowest of lows, and then they're like, here's Falcon. It's better. I'm like, all right. It's the same. It's the same. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the same.
I mean,
but
I
yeah.
can see why they did it, because Falcon being Captain America was like a comic thing in certain iterations and stuff. So that's one thing.
It should have been Winter Soldier.
Well, I don't know if Bucky would feel worthy to take it on. Like, he might still feel guilty over it.
And that's the beauty of it, because he has so much.
But that would have to be built up to, which they could have partly with the series, or they could have just retired the Captain America thing entirely, let Falcon be his own person and his own character instead of taking it on from somebody else. Which, I mean, apparently, I think in the show there was like this thing of like other Captain Americas too, and there was like some like history involved with that, and other experimentations to try and recreate the super soldier serum, and other people that got like hidden away and like, you know, put on the shelf or whatever, and just never talked about. So I can't really talk about that. That's just from what I've heard. But like, I get where people are like super excited about it, but then I also get where people are like, you know, I mean, they were friends and stuff, but it wasn't like Bucky and Captain America's relationship there. So
you didn't even get. They weren't even near as close as friends as Winter Soldier and Captain America.
I mean, didn't Sam
Falcon
like,
and
agree to go off the grid with Cap?
I'm like, on your left. That's it. That's it. No one doesn't remember name one other moment. There's not one. There's like a bazillion of Winter Soldier.
Ant-Man had better moments with Cap.
Straight up. Are you joking?
But unfortunately, and like, I feel like they did a disservice to his character setting him up before the show. Yeah. You know, like, the Winter Soldier got set up really well, because it was Bucky, and then he became the Winter Soldier, and then it was him trying to remember himself, and then the whole Civil War thing, and all that. Like, there was a lot of good build up for that. But Falcon, I feel like in the Winter Soldier Captain America movie, I thought his character was pretty good there. I just feel like they didn't continue it as well as they could have to really set him up well to be better received, or to develop the relationship with Cap to make it feel more genuine whenever he gets the shield.
Yeah. Also, by the way, in case you hear children in the background, or I think there's a TV going, just ignore it, or just be creative. It's effect. I don't know.
Don't bring it up.
But if you don't hear it, then just forget I said anything about it.
Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so back to Marvel. They've kind of went crazy.
Literally, Marvel. Okay, can I just say I'm one of those kids where I was like 14 or so. Let's see, Captain America, I think, was the first Marvel movie I saw in theaters. When did that one come out?
What, Captain America?
Because I know the Avengers movie came out in 2012, and I think Captain America was the one right before that they released, right before the Groot movie, the first Groot movie, Avengers movie. So it's probably like 2010, probably about 2010, 11, maybe 11.
It's been that long.
So it's been over like 10 years. It's been almost 11 years since that movie came out, probably. And that would have made me about 13. I'm about 13, 14.
Dang.
I was spot on. So I remember going and watching that and being like, oh my gosh. And then I remember watching the Avengers being like, oh my gosh, like, it's so cool. Like,
I know.
All the Avengers on one screen is the first time a big old bunch of superheroes on one big screen. I'm not counting the X-Men movies. I don't care about that. Like, I know that's a thing, but I didn't know anything about it, so I don't care. Mm-hmm. So, like, I remember pre-ordering the Avengers DVD on Walmart.com and then having them ship it site to store and going and picking it up myself. Okay?
You did that?
I remember that. I did that for How to Train Your Dragon, too.
Oh, my gosh.
But, so I remember doing that. So these movies are, like, really special to me because that's, like, what started my superhero obsession.
Yeah.
Because, like, we'd watch, like, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies because that was another sibling's obsession. But for some reason, I just didn't get into them as much until later on. But, like, yeah, so the Avengers were, like, my first real, like, superhero stuff. And Captain America was always my favorite. You know, and then others joined later on as the movies expanded.
One of my favorites is Black Widow, and that's just facts.
They took out some of the best characters.
Kate Bishop is easing her way into my favorites, but Yelena Belova is amazing. She's just amazing. She's comical, and she can kick butt as well. So it's like, you know,
but she's also got a very good sense of humor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wit. Love it.
And I want to see a second Black Widow movie somehow.
Ooh, what if they set up something with Yelena? Because I know that she's going to meet him at some point. Because
they could make a Yelena movie.
Spoilers!
That could work.
Spoilers abound in this episode. Maybe we should have said something about that beforehand. But spoilers for the Black Widow movie. At the very end, this weird woman, I have no idea what she's supposed to be about. Who she's supposed to work for, some sort of organization or something. She's like, oh, you want to go after the man that killed your sister, right? And you know, it's just like, Like, and then this woman's like, it's Hawkeye.
It's like, what the heck? And well, it's weird because like you see her whenever she first like is over. It shows like an overhead shot of her in the cemetery, you know, and under that tree, and it's just her, and there's no one else in sight. And then the next,
and it's a few minutes later.
It's the next like shot. The lady standing beside her, and you're like, what? Like, where did she come from? So that doesn't make sense. That could have just been a fluke, but I highly doubt it. So yeah. So she could have come, I don't know, really. You never know with Marvel.
Honestly, I think it'd be hilarious if she showed up at like the very end of this season or whatever.
I know. Well, people have been saying.
That'd be cool.
Well, people have been saying, does Yelena and Kate Bishop meet? Like, that's possible. It's possible. Like, what if Yelena just shows up and tries... Maybe, like, at the end, like, she shows up at the very, very end. And it's just like, I'm about to kick your butt, Hawkeye. Let's do it. You know?
I don't know if you want to end it
but,
on
I don't know.
that kind of note at the very end of a season. But somehow set it up to where, like, they see each other or there's some sort of, like, contact somehow.
I don't know.
And then maybe in, like, the next movie or the next season of the show. Because, I mean, honestly, they're probably going to hold off on another season of all of this stuff. Well... They're not going to do another season of WandaVision. It wouldn't make no sense.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I don't know. They could, depending on what they're doing with the movies lately. There's probably definitely going to be another season of Loki. Probably. I think they already ordered another season, actually. And then this one will probably get another season, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I just want someone to throw Kate and Yelena in the same room and just have them hang out for
Yelena would adopt her just like Hawkeye did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm all for it. Like, let's see it. I'm ready. But I'm really excited about the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh my gosh, yes.
A little too much, and there's so many like it's like insane of the amount of rumors that people like, the suspicions and like, I don't know, the questions, and it's insane, honestly. Like, there's so many, I don't know,
possibilities with this movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this movie is either going to be one of Marvel's better successes since the original Avengers movie. Because honestly, Infinity War and Endgame is just sort of a hit and miss for me. Like, there was a lot of great moments, but there was also a lot of really iffy moments as well. So, but honestly, Spider-Man No Way Home is either going to be a great success and one of their better successes, or it's going to flop miserably because there's a lot of people setting up a lot of expectations of what's going to be in this movie, especially since they're bringing in the multiverse, multi-dimension thing. And ever since that got brought up, everyone's mind immediately went to, are you going to bring in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man too? Because ever since the multiverse thing got brought up, that's immediately what everyone's mind went to. And so it's either going to succeed or it's going to fail based entirely on that. Because people have hyped themselves up so much on the multi-movie Spider-Man thing. So I'm trying not to let myself get too crazy on
I
the
never
idea.
watched The Amazing Spider-Man.
Neither have I.
No one...
I don't really have anything against him personally.
To be honest, I didn't know they
never-
existed until like 2
Oh,
years
wow.
ago. 2 years ago, I don't know,
Which-
2 or 3 years.
I mean, they did do those movies like not that long after Spider-Man 3 because Tobey Maguire was going to get a Spider-Man 4. Like it was sort of talked about a little bit, and I think they were sort of working toward getting it greenlit, but then it fell through, and so I think it was just like a couple.
Yeah.
Was it 2010 or so? Like I think the last Spider-Man movie came out in 2007 or 8ish, because the first one came out in 2002, the next one's 2004. So maybe more like 2006 or 2007 was the third one, and so it was just a little bit later.
Yeah.
Just a few years later that the Andrew Garfield movie came out. So I think part of the problem with those movies is that they got shoved in too quickly. Mm-hmm. And people were still hyped on Tobey's Spider-Man. And so it didn't... Which there are a lot of people that love him. And then there's people that and sort of a 50-50 Spider-Man too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be quick to judge because I never watched it. So,
yeah.
I mean, I've seen a clip or two. And so what I've seen, well... It's about 50-50. Some of the clips I've liked, and some of the clips I don't like it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know,
It's
though.
just
I haven't watched
a different
it all.
way of doing it.
So, yeah. That's it of that. I guess we're going to end it here. A little chat. We just watched the Hawkeye, so the first 2 episodes of the Hawkeye series. So we thought we'd just jot our thoughts, and then we kind of rambled about Marvel at the end of that, but...
Also, go see Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's amazing. Super fun.
Oh, yes. We did that the other night. That was so
about that again
good.
later, but it was really fun. Go watch it.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about that in another episode. But we'll see you guys next Friday. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. On whatever time it is you're watching this, or not watching this. Did I say watching this? Yes, I did. Listening to this.
Listening to this.
With Savannah and Phoebes.